little studio on this tiny little Greek island. Boy, I've sat here for a couple minutes thinking of what I would be talking about today, wanting to give you something wonderful and maybe something that we can learn from, maybe not. And because I'm having a difficult morning, I haven't got anything to actually say. I'm kind of lost in the turmoil of the energy. So my morning musings time has come, and I actually have thought, well, maybe I just won't do it today because I don't feel particularly musing and calm and in a clear state of mind. So, but here I am, and I guess, life happens, and it's not all good. And some days are more difficult than others. And everybody has their soft spots. Parents out there may know that when your children are not happy and wonderful and everything's great, that can affect you. And I'm sitting here, throughout this somewhat tumultuous morning on this tiny little Greek island, and thinking that I actually was thinking, like, what, Vita, like, have you not really learned the things that that you think you have? Look at you. You're upset. You're frustrated. You're angry. And trying to put it all together. And then I let up and I was like, well, okay, I am aware of these emotions, this upset that's happening with the people that I love most on the planet, and I still have that consciousness about what's happening and how it's affecting me. So yeah, baby step there in the right direction, but still, I am taken up by the whole boom, and in somewhat of a in my inner sphere. So sitting here with you in these morning musings, I am coming to the to that place of trying to become the fly on the wall and taking a look at how much of this do I need to be involved in, and how much of it is habit, and how much of it is that, just wanting everything and everyone in my close sphere and my family to be okay, for this, upheaval to come back to harmony and balance. And I'm lost in that space. Today, at this moment, that is where I am. So I will not be coming up with anything lovely or wonderful. I think just the opening to the actual practice of it, actually being here and talking with you, and just being clear about what's happening in here and where I am at this moment, is in itself a meditation for me, is in itself very helpful. And I'm feeling a lot more centered than a few minutes ago, the 5 minutes ago before I actually turned the camera on. So I'm hoping that the rest of the day is going to be in this state of mind, this letting go, because I think especially with family, you latch on to the things that you hope and want for the people that you love. And when it's upset and not happening, there seems to be more of a feeling of uncertainty, of frustration. And I tend to latch onto that quite easily. So perhaps my practice today will be just breathing into that that desire for harmony. Everything that I do has behind it a desire for harmony. People don't have to do what I want them to do, but there needs to be a sense of harmony. As long as everything is done harmoniously, it's all good. I don't know. I've said in other morning musings that I suspect that I am a 9 on the Enneagram thing, if anybody knows anything about that, because I have a strong need for harmony, and I can connect with everyone, everyone, and where they're coming from, and I seem to have that those characteristics. So when things become disharmonious, and when things become imbalanced, and I can't find the balanced imbalance that I talk about in paintings. It's like one of those chaotic creative days where you're painting something and everything is just going wrong. One brush stroke after the other was just the wrong move. That's what this morning is, and has been here on this little Greek island here. And although it's beautiful outside and it's warm spring days, there was a blow up, and I guess we can look at it, if I'm becoming the fly on the wall, that it's not for me to solve, that it's not for me to put back together, that just let the anger that came up this morning dissipate and settle, and each person that was involved in this confronting this argument that we had this morning, let them each take their part and work with it and the decisions that they have made, and stand with that. And I will need to make my own decision about how I, Vida, will approach conflict. And perhaps through this conflict this morning, perhaps then I will be better equipped when the next one comes up, because they will always come up, won't they? They'll always be there. And you have moments of peace and calm and everything's great. And then you have moments where everything gets turned upside down, and there's a lesson there. There's something to learn, a better way to approach the conflicts. And that can be a tough one, especially with family, with people that you are extremely close to. And when things get upset, it's just, I get lost in it. I mean, I get lost in that darkness. I attach myself to it, and I lose my center. I lose this creative harmonious balance within. So this, in fact, being here with you and opening up and talking about it has been very helpful with bringing myself back into my inner world and kind of taking a look at what role I play in these conflicts. Conflicts are a part of our lives, and they need to be there. This is the grist for the mill, right? This is the food that my inner self, that me, my better self, the part of me that always wants to learn and understand more and become even more harmonious and centered and strong and you know this is the nourishment for that. So with that, I am focusing my day on opening up to inspiration. As I always say, be inspired, be creative, be you. So I am opening myself up to the inspiration for the awareness of pieces of me that need to be brought down into my creative channel, into me, into who I am, so that I am able to be a stronger, fuller, clear channeled me. So I strive to be inspired. I will strive to be creative, to open to creativity, so that I can be open to being fully me today. And with that, you guys, I'll see you again tomorrow. Wishing you a beautiful day and wishing myself a beautiful day as well.